Greetings, my friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush, and today I'm working on another collage. Of course, I've got time for it. We've all got time right now, more time than we know what to do with, but it's a crazy time when, well, my head is spinning, I know. This particular project is an Echeveria, one of those hens and chickens succulents. I thought it was really pretty, and I changed the photo. As a matter of fact, I used 3 or 4 photos sort of mashed together to get my reference on this. But as I was saying, everybody is home, the streets are quiet. It's such a apocalyptic looking time that I wish it would be over, but it isn't yet. And so we need to stay safe and wait it out. And this is a time when you could do things that you may not have thought of before. One is you could take a class, an online class. Skillshare is the perfect place. I really love them. And I have a few classes on Skillshare, but I have taken much more than I have given. It's really affordable. As a matter of fact, if you click on the link below, you can get 2 months for free and take any class you want during that time. They have everything from vegan cooking to cake decorating and business to brainstorming and writing and blogging, even Instagram for business, and of course, my favorite. They have watercolor classes, children's book creation instructions, Photoshop of all kinds, everything from compositing to making your photos look better, and even After Effects creations. It's really wonderful. You should peruse it just to see what they have. You could also do what I did and leave some notes on your neighbor's door, along with whatever you might like to stick in a little baggie, some cookies, or some little introduction. I mean, how many people actually know who their neighbors are? I know around here in this apartment complex, the people change so quickly. There's such a fast turnover that you get to know someone's name and their car and what they're doing, and then they move away. So I went and left some face masks that I sewed myself, and some little snacks, and a note about who I am, where I live, and glad to meet you. And I got some really sweet text messages back. I really appreciated it. And they may appreciate it, knowing who's around them. You could consider paying people that you regularly employ for things. My sister did this, and I was so impressed. She is a teacher, and she has an income, whether she is teaching her sweet little students or not. And so she got to thinking that when one of her regular things, her nail lady called and, canceled her appointment, of course, she thought, that person does not have the same luxury that I have of a constant income, whether or not they provide the service. And so she decided to pay her anyway. Now, isn't that sweet? And then she did the same thing for her hairdresser, and then the same thing for the lady who normally cleans our mother's house, even though she wasn't going to be able to perform that service this month. And it's like paying it forward. I think that it is a hugely responsible and kind thing to do. We're all together in this thing, and that is huge. Another thing you could do during this time is pray for your leaders. Pray for your community leaders and your country's leaders. Pray for health professionals who are putting their lives at risk right now, and your neighbors, everyone around you. It's a good exercise anyway, but I mean, we should always be doing it, but especially right now. And then you could create something new. I mean, you don't have to be an artist like I'm doing to create. You can bake. You can cook something new. You could paint or decorate or play music or knit or crochet or make a flower bouquet, or, you know, there's any number of things that you could do to create something new. Those are just ideas. Now, as for my collage here, I liked the background, the dark background, but I started getting bogged down in the values, I believe. The colors aren't bad, but the values aren't really working as well as I had envisioned. And I may work on this a bit longer, but even though I finished it, technically filled it with paper, I wasn't as happy with it at the end as I thought I would be. So you'll have to tell me what you think. Another thing that I've done is spend time, count my blessings. The things I'm thankful for, there are so many. Because I have a loving family, I have a roof over my head, I have food in the refrigerator, we're doing good. So, and I get to create all day long. A lot of these papers I tore and then decided I didn't like the rough edge as much as I thought I would, and ended up cutting some of them. So you can see the difference between the cut paper and the torn paper. In the end, I like to add a few words here and there, and, you know, little extras, bird pictures and things like that. It adds to the, well, it's a collage. I can do that. On a regular painting, you wouldn't be able to just add words. It takes away. So there's what I ended up with. Tell me what you think. I appreciate you spending the time listening to me and watching through all the way to the end, and appreciate you subscribing, and come again. Bye now.